Yo, it's Dilla, man. Y'all already know what it is. Coming in live. I don't know how I'm gonna turn it up though. There's Dilla in the background. You already know. Saturday Night Live shit. This is a Saturday, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I got too much fucking reverb in my voice right now. Too much. But yeah, it's a Saturday Night Live. Dilla was born on Saturday. Speaking of being born, all she knows is intro. Speaking of being born, my birthday, August 7th, you know what I mean? We had a little turn up. I went from here to Connecticut, you know what I mean? 100 miles away from home and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Seen a nice hotel that Sookie booked and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful time. You know what I'm saying? Even though we went through a whole lot of some shit that's just crazy. Some shit that you just be like, nigga, like, how's that a beautiful time? You know what I'm saying? Especially after I, you know what I mean, break this shit down or tell y'all what's going on that day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happened on the 8th. You know what I'm saying? Because the 7th was my birthday. I was working on my birthday. Then the next day we was out. You know what I mean? Pretty much we was out to Connecticut, me and Sookie. So, you know, we was on I-95. You know what I mean? I'm riding the 77 straight down. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know 77, that's the Toyota. You know what I mean? So we in a Toyota CE. You know what I mean? And next thing you know what I mean? I stopped, get some gas. I'm telling myself, you know, I need to stop. Probably the car need a little break. You know what I mean? We're running this car for like about an hour and a half straight. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking maybe the car need a little break. We could take a little touchdown at the gas station, get some gas, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I hit the gas station. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We driving, we good. Get some gas, we pull off. You know what I'm saying? As we pull off, next thing you know, I'm hearing some you know, me and my girl hearing this shit, you know what I mean? And before that, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, don't even worry about nothing, because if anything happen, all I gotta do is call my insurance, you know what I mean? All I gotta do is call Mutual Liberty, and they'll come pick us up, roadside assistance type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling her, like, we ain't got no worries on this trip, because anything happen with the car between here and there, I got insurance, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. So that's what I was thinking. Boy, was I wrong, you know what I'm saying? Boy, was I wrong, you know what I'm saying? We car end up doing the shit with the motor, you know what I mean? The shit end up going down and all that shit. Car, you know, I was able to pull it over real fast, you know what I mean? Throw the hazards on, pop the hood, see what the, you know what I mean? The engine is over there shaking, going crazy. The whole car shaking, you know what I mean? So turn it off, turn it on, you know what I mean? Car still doing the same thing, engine is done. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck we gonna do? I look on the map, you know what I'm saying? We in Branton, Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm coming from the BX, you know what I'm saying? So we're already like 90 miles in on the road, you know what I'm saying? About an hour and a half drive already on the road. You know what I mean? It's about another 40 miles up, you know what I'm saying? I-95, you know what I'm saying? So we got like a long way to go. My insurance, what I didn't even know, only covered 15 miles. And I'm like, I got to get the car off the road to see what is going on, you know what I mean? I'm about to take this shit to Midas, you know what I mean? That's like a mechanic shop. They check engine out, they see shit like that. They don't do transmission work, but they check shit out. But when we get there, before we even get there, mind you, we stuck on the road, you know what I'm saying? Car broke down, and you wondering like, what the fuck did you do? Like, how the hell did you get up out of there? Like, we had to call the insurance, we had to call the tow company. Mine is my first car. It's the first time ever going through shit like this, so I don't really know nothing about like how to even get out of a situation like this. Mind you, we stuck in the middle of like nowhere, 995. Like, this is a situation like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this situation anyway? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't prepared for a situation like this, but you know what I mean? I was going through it. I was like nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I was like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, damn, out here in the middle of the road. It's just me and my girl, you know, the woods is right here. It's getting dark, you know what I mean? It's on some 28-day later shit, you know what I'm saying? We still got weed, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that probably kept us cool. So we still had weed and our own hope, you know what I'm saying? And we fucking in the seats and all that. But it was just still a stressful time, you know what I'm saying? We were still both stressed out. You know what I mean? Suki was scared, I was scared, so you know what I mean, but she held together. Cop came, pulled up on us and shit with the you know what's going on. Really, he pulled up, and it was a white, blue-eyed cop too. And we in Connecticut, you know what I mean. So these motherfuckers racist. And I'm black, dread, gold teeth, diamond teeth. You know what I mean. Wearing jury wearing, ring wearing ass niggas. So they pulling up. They like, damn, you know what I mean. Automatically, he got his hand on his gun and shit like that. I could tell he's a little nervous. He trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Or what's this gonna be? You know, he running my plates and shit on the low. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what the scoop is gonna be, you know what I mean. So which is not an issue for me because I'm a clean dude, you know what I mean. Everything is clean, you know what I mean. So you know he doing this thing. He pull up, he by himself, you know what I mean. He's saying, you know, what's going on. I tell the officer, yo, such and such. I'm real respectful. I'm like, officer, this, you know, my car broke down. I'm stuck. I need help. You know what I mean. I don't know what's going on. Like me and my girl, you know, I'm out here and I'm nervous. I don't know what's up. He like well, he said he pretty much safe. You have nothing to worry about. So I'm like, okay. So when he said that, I felt a little more calm. And once he said I was safe and I'm in the zone, and he wasn't asking for my ID to put my hands on the car to search me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm thinking is about to happen. Automatic when I see police, I get nervous, I get scared. Just off seeing police, period. You know what I mean? Not just a situation. Just because when I see police, I just get scared. You know what I'm saying? That's just how you know what I mean? It's just the instincts that's in me. Like when I see police, it's just like something going down. They're trying to arrest me, trying to lock me up, trying to kill me. Because I'm black, you know what I mean? So that's just how I feel, you know what I mean? If I was white boy or whatever the case may be, I probably wouldn't have that in my system, you know what I'm saying? But as a black man, you see the police, you know what I mean? You feel something, you know what I mean? Like immediately, you know what I mean? Especially even if you're not doing nothing, you know what I mean? You don't got nothing illegal on you, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? And thank God I didn't decide to, you know what I mean, bring anything with me, you know what I'm saying? Because usually I'm never, you know, alone. I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that I got a dentist and minister with me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's me and my girl, so we got to have protection, you know what I mean? I'm always calling up the bodyguard, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with having a bodyguard because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could get killed, you get caught, you know what I'm saying? Me and Suki, we ball out, you know what I'm saying? We go places, you know what I'm saying? I'm wearing jewelry, like I said, I'm wearing all rings on my fingers, diamond teeth, gold teeth, you know what I'm saying? Money, pocket full of money hanging out type of shit, just wilding, you know what I mean? Drinking, you know what I mean? Smoking all in public, you know what I mean? My girl looking all crazy all in public, fat ass, big titties, you know what I mean? Nice hair, so it's just the whole scene. Sometimes you gotta have bodyguards, sometimes you gotta have protection with you, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get caught in a mix up, and you know you good, so you know what I mean? That's how you live, enjoy life sometimes. It's sad, fortunate situation, but we out there with no protection. It's just me and Suki, you know what I mean? So really it's just me. If anything go down, even though I know Suki gonna throw the hands too, she gonna have my back, because she telling the cop, like, you know, nigga, like, you know, because the cop, I guess, trying to go talk to my girl. I don't know what the fuck cop thought he was doing. You know what I mean? I ain't even bother to go, you know what I mean, tell the cop chill. For a second, I ain't gonna lie to you, for a second I was gonna be like, you know what I mean, like, what you over there talking to my wife for? Like, you know what I mean? But I already know that was gonna stir something up, cause it to be, or pop the trunk, do this, do that, search me, call. It ain't got time for all that just because the car already broke down. We was already going through it, and I already know that this is the type of shit the devil try to do, type of games devil try to play. So I just played it cool with the cop. I already trust Suki. I already know she not gonna say nothing crazy. She not gonna. And I already could tell whatever she said, you know what I mean, was something I needed her to say anyway. Because cop came back with his face red. He was mad. So I'm like, you know, it is what it is. That's my wife in the car. I told him, like, that's my wife in the car. She's not having a good day. You know what I mean? Because I could see his face was red. He was pissed off already coming to me. So I just automatically was like, listen, my wife is not having a good day. You can see what we in. He like, yeah, I understand, boom, boom. So he hops in the car, he bounces, and you know what I'm saying? And I think he come back a second time or some shit, you know what I mean? And this second time he come back, you know, he know, like, not to even just speak to my girl this time, you know what I mean? Not to speak to my girl, he's speaking to me. And he's like, yeah, out here, buddy, you know what I mean? He's trying to be buddy, but at the same time, he's trying to get me the fuck off the road, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on the phone with the insurance people at this point, and I'm telling the insurance people, like, listen, this officer is here, he's trying to get me out of here, and this, that, and the third. So the cop, the insurance person is like, let me talk to the cop, tell the cop that everything, you know, that you're gonna have somebody come pick you up. I'm telling the cop that. The cop is like, you know what I mean, do you want us to call, sir? Do you need us to call you a tow truck company? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay our tow truck though. So I'm like, I have insurance, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ended up dubbing the cop. You know, I should have probably paid for the tow truck for the cop. You know what I mean? But they would have brought it. They said they would have brought it to whatever they want to bring. So that's actually another reason why I didn't take the cop's deal, because I was gonna have to pay for the tow, and they was gonna bring it to whatever the fuck they wanted to bring it to. I didn't have time for that, because I needed to know what the fuck was going on in my car. But if I did know any better, I probably would have just let them, you know what I mean, called an actual junkyard or something like that to come take that shit right then and there. If I'd have knew better, you know what I'm saying, instead of paying that $100 or something, because my insurance only covered up to 15 miles, you know what I'm saying. Like, mind you, you know what I mean, we stuck on New Brand. I got to get to New London. That's about 40 miles off. So, you know, we in I-95, 40 miles away. This shit is like scary as fuck, you know what I mean? It's like, mind you, we left like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know what I mean, type of shit. We was trying, no matter if we left like maybe like 1 o'clock, I don't even know, 1, 2 o'clock. We was trying to get there by 3, you know what I mean, by 3 something, you know what I mean, 3:30 or some shit like that, you know what I mean. Time was just moving a little slow, because, you know what I mean, the car, you know what I mean, got into that situation. So, you know, now we get into a first situation. We call the hotel, we secure the hotel, let them know that we're going to be coming late, you know what I mean, because, you know, they'll kind of hit you with the booking fee, cancellation fee, and all that shit. So we automatically secure that. We travel. We been through shit. We travel. We know how to secure that. So, you know, the tow people come. Now I'm on the phone with the insurance company, and they telling us it's COVID. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, what the fuck does COVID mean? They mean we can't take you and your girl. You know, they can only take your car. So I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna pay for my car to go transport somewhere that I'm going? Nigga, I'm going with the car. You know what I'm saying? So the bitch is like, you know, in the beginning I'm telling her that shit, so which I should have never said nothing. I should have just said, okay, whatever, you know what I mean, sorry, we gonna have transportation. And then when the niggas pull up, we hopping in that shit anyway, you know what I'm saying. But we was trying to do our thing, you know what I mean, we was trying to get the cab anyway, trying to see if a cab would come get us, even though I know no damn well no cab was gonna stop in the middle I-95 to get us and shit. It just, I really just see that was impossible, going, not, you know what I mean, possibly never gonna happen. So, you know, it came through how it came through, you know what I mean. Sure, bitch called me back saying, we got somebody coming for you. Next thing you know, the dude called me. He says, yo, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 20 something minutes. He pulls up about 35 to, you know, 40 minutes, and he takes us to our location, you know what I'm saying. He pulls the car up. We got Midas, you know what I'm saying. Hotel's about a mile down the block, you know what I'm saying. We hop in the lift, we go a mile down the block, and you know, next morning we go back to the Midas where the car was, and I'm excited because I'm like, damn, I get to see what's wrong with the car. I got the money to pay for whatever damages the car's gonna go through to get us home. You know what I mean? That's my main concern. And like, I'm 100 miles away from home. How the hell I'm gonna get there and, you know, get the car there? You know what I mean? This is just too much. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I get the Midas, and the bitch is like, yo, we going, you know what I'm saying, check your car out, but you got to give us $159 just to look at the damn car. So I'm looking at the receipt. I'm like, I'm playing it cool though, you know what I mean? Like, but they know in my face, like, I'm not paying this shit. They must have seen it in my face already. Even though I was playing it cool, they must have seen it in my face already. Like, $159 to check the car. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? We checking the car for $159. Like, that's not how we do things. You know what I'm saying? I could say you said $20 or some shit like that, $20 fee. I thought it was gonna say $19.99 to check the car. That's what I'm like. All right, that's cool. I paid $20, but $159 to check the car? I'm not gonna pay you that, bitch. I already done checked the car with my eyes. You gonna put the diagnosis in a car that's not really going, you know what I'm saying? This car, I'm telling you what the problem is. Car, you put the engine, you can't even diagnose that car anyway. So I would have been paying the money that they couldn't even diagnose the car because you couldn't turn it on, because the shit was damn near about to blow up, you understand? So we over there at the Midas that morning, you know what I mean, I'm like, listen, let me go talk to my girl. I show my girl the receipt. She like, what? Like, you know, I feel it, I see it in her face. Like, she like, no, this is stupid. But she like wanted to do it because she want to know what's going on as bad as I do. She don't care. She just want to make sure the car is good. So she like, whatever, you know what I mean, like, pay them, you know what I'm saying. But I can see in her face, she like, $159, like how I feel. Like, so I'm like, nah, girl, this is $159. I don't know how we gonna do this. I'm about to go next door to the AutoZone, whatever the fuck that was next door, and I holler at these niggas in there, and they say they got this person, such and such. Son say he had this person coming. So this is like one of them small towns where everybody know everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to play it cool. These niggas is trying to like kind of play me a little bit, but at the same time, because I'm talking fast and I'm trying to get to the, get to what I'm trying to get to. So they, they see that I need help. So once they see that by somebody, they try to play you and shit like that, boo. So I can see niggas kind of like trying to play me, not really trying to tell me what the what I needed to really know. You know what I'm saying? Like he said it, but he wouldn't say it again, type of shit. So that type of shit just pissed me off. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, bro, just tell me what's this person. Tell me this person. He like, just hold on and just wait for my guy. So I can see he wasn't trying to help me. He wasn't. So he ended up really helping me. The mechanic came, looked at my car, and he said, listen, I could do this, do that, but you pay me this, you could just buy a new car. So I feel like he kept it real. You know what I'm saying? He said this would take this amount of time to do the job. And I'm like, I don't care how long it's gonna take. We're gonna stay out here till it's done and get the fuck home. He like, all right, well, you sound like you got money like that. Just buy a new car, cause it's gonna cost you that price. So I'm like, damn, that dude make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to just buy a little car. So the dude was real cool. You know what I'm saying? He was being 100 with me. He just broke down. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? This is a town where everybody know everybody. You know what I mean? So he like, basically trying to say I'm fucked. There's nowhere I can go. The car is done. The car is fucked. It's over. He gave me the best thing I could do was junk the car. They was gonna pay me between $100 to $150, which they ended up paying me $200 for the car. So I got a little bit more than what I thought I was gonna get. I was fine with that. I junked the car, bought a new one, and got home. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was just a mission. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is like, and I'm calling moms for help, calling dad for help. I didn't really call my dad actually yet. I called my dad later on when I actually got home. I needed him at that moment because I actually needed more shit to be done with the car, like locks and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was just all this money that me and Sookie put into this car, all of this money that I had to borrow, all of this money that we just had to just get, plus we had to eat, plus we had to, you know what I mean? It was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We still do it all. We still managed to have a good time. We still managed to eat. We still managed to be able to get the car, get home, pay for everything we needed for the car, you know what I'm saying? And managed to make more money and managed to, slowly but surely come out the hole that we in right now. You know what I'm saying? So things is working out how they supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up buying the Trailblazer. I ended up buying the big car this time, with truck. You know what I mean? Carefully debated what we wanted to get. It was a lot of cars up, you know what I mean, that I could have bought. You know what I mean? I could have had the Nissan 06, you know what I'm saying? Could have had the Volvo, you know what I'm saying? And could have had some other shit, but the Trailblazer was the number one candidate, number one pick. You know what I mean? We met up, and it was like some real shit. You know what I mean? We met up. Dude was all the way from, I think, Hartford, Connecticut. I was in New London, so we was damn near 80 miles apart. So we had to meet up 40 miles. You know what I mean? We had to meet up halfway in with each other. So we met up, 40 miles in. He met up 40 miles in. We met up somewhere in Connecticut, in another small town where it's like, you could tell everybody know everybody. So one of them weird towns. So we met up one of them weird towns, hopped in the car, drove it around the McDonald's that we was at about once. You know what I mean? So that was my fault too. You know what I mean? When you buy a new car, the first thing you should do, first of all, is not drive it around once. You should just take it for a long drive. Hop in that bitch. Go around that fucking McDonald's, wherever the fuck you at that parking lot, about 10, 20 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say go do it 10, 20 times. You know what I'm saying? Find out everything: AC, radio, gas. Pop the hood, look at the battery. We want to look at the engine. We want to look at the transmission. We want to know if transmission oil you change, air filters, you know what I'm saying? You want to see any dents, any scratches, anything like that in the car, you know what I'm saying? But being that I was in a situation where I was 100 miles from home, truly didn't have no options. When the car pulled up, it looked pretty from the outside, you know what I mean? Anyway, inside was a little bit weird, but power steering pump was damaged. He lied to me and said it was a pump. It was really power steering pinion, racket pinion, so it's not even the power steering pump. The dude was all the way wrong. Plus the locks on the door was fucked up. The cylinder kept falling out, you know what I'm saying? So that was an issue there, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't see that part when I first got in. I didn't even know nothing about the power, the racket pinion, or the power steering pump, you know what I mean, or the motherfucking locks on the door, you know what I'm saying. I just hopped in the car and was ready to go. I felt the drive, you know what I mean. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm just ready to move, you know what I'm saying. I'm ready to go. So I gotta get me and Suki home, you know what I mean. And this is the perfect car for us. A big ass truck, enough room to put everything we needed in there. We was in the car, we was enjoying it. You know, we had to pull over, get some gas. Then we pull over, we hop out, think we thugging it, think we doing this. We lock the doors, you know what I'm saying, because it's telling you, the sign says lock the doors, because, you know, we're not responsible for anything we lost, so we lock the doors, you know what I mean. Even though I'm feeling my heart, I wouldn't even lock the doors, really, if it wasn't for Suki reading the fucking sign saying we gotta lock the door. So we lock the doors, we going to the motherfucking, we going to the store now, you know what I mean. We buy the gas, we going to the store, you know, I fill a bitch up with a little bit of gas. We go in the store, get some water, get some ice, because it's hot and shit, you know what I mean. I don't even think we get no gas. I think I just, you know, get some water and ice and shit, whatever, you know what I mean. So we come out the store now. Pardon me. The fucking doors would not open. This is how I learned now. This is when I learned that the key did not unlock the door. The cylinder was off. My stupid ass should have seen that. That's why I said, when you first buy a car, make sure you check the locks. Every fucking thing that you could possibly check, because every little thing counts. Don't just get in the car, turn it on, and drive it around, because that's how they fool you. You need to, like I said, you need to pop that hood, and you need to see how that engine looking, how everything's looking, how the battery's looking, oil, transmission, power steering, locks on the doors, AC, cassette tapes, video, Bluetooth, whatever the fuck your car's coming with. Check every damn thing down to the back of the car, wheels and all, underneath the car, mufflers, you know what I'm saying. Check every fucking thing that you could possibly check, because, you know, windshield wipers, you know, is the windows going up, is the windows going down, like back seats, you know what I'm saying, underneath the seats, you know, pedals, steering wheels, brakes, emergency brakes, you know what I mean, the stick shift, all of that shit needs to be 100% check before you buy a car. I just want people to know that, because I made mistakes, and now I'm paying for the mistakes, like literally, you know what I mean, paying hundreds, thousands right now for this shit, for this car. So if I sell this car, man, to somebody, I could definitely sell it to them for like $2,500, maybe $2,000, $3,000, you know what I mean, because I'm gonna put so much money in this car, and truthfully, honestly, if you buy it from me, I'm gonna tell you straight up, there's nothing wrong with the car, you know what I mean. But if somebody else sell it to me, they're gonna lie to me, they're gonna tell me this, that. If you buy it from me, I'm gonna tell you there's nothing wrong with the car, because there's honestly nothing wrong with the car. I put so much money in the car, there's nothing wrong with it. If there's something wrong with the car, I will let you know when you buy the car. That's something else that you're gonna have to pay for when you buy this car, you know what I'm saying. That's what comes with working on negotiating on prices, because I know there's something wrong with the car. And that's what homie kind of did when he bought the car, but he tried to play me, you know what I mean. He said it was the pump, he was gonna pay for that, so I ended up took $100 off the price of the car. But at the same time, it was still like, you know what I mean, some dumb shit, you know what I mean, because he could have told me, you know what I mean, this, that, and that wasn't working, you had to do this, you had to do that. Like, you know what I mean, the son completely turned his phone off. That was suspicious too, you know what I mean. He turned his phone off. I couldn't even contact him after I bought the car. Then it was a whole issue with the title, you know what I mean. I had the title, but I didn't have the bill of sale. So I had to, and the bill of sale was in Massachusetts, you know what I mean. So that's so much far, that's so fucking far. So I had to call Massachusetts through the graces of God. The homie picked up the phone. It wasn't even the nigga that I bought the car from. It was a whole nother dude that, wherever the fuck, how he got the car, you know what I mean, whatever the fuck, it was just some situation. I had to wait for him to mail the bill of sale to me just to get the registration for the car. Now I get the registration for the car, you know what I'm saying, but before I even get the registration for the car, I had to go through some shit with the DMV. You know what I mean? They grilling me hard. This is the hardest grill I ever had to go through. When I bought the Toyota, it was a 1, 2, 3 thing. Easy. Let's go. I buy this car. It was just like suspicion is up at its all-time high. Like, it's like this car was stolen. Like, I kept thinking, like, this car is stolen. This car is stolen. This car is stolen. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are they grilling me so hard about a car? You know what I'm saying? I've never went through this problem before with a Toyota. You know what I'm saying? I brought the title in. Yeah, I took everything I paid for it. I went right through. But with the fucking Blazer, these niggas was grilling me like this shit was out of my reach or something. Like was I not supposed to have the Blazer? Was I not supposed to have the Chevy? You know what I mean? I don't understand. Was the Chevy too much for a black man? Like, they're like, nah, this nigga can't have a Chevy. You look too young. I don't know what it was. They was profiling me. My girl think they was stereotyping me. So I'm like, once she said that, on my mind, I'm thinking this is exactly what's going on, because I'm here and I'm asking like, yo, why y'all just going through all of this shit? Like, I just came from post line 1 to go to line 2. Line 2 was good. Line 1 grilling me. Line 2 let me go. Then we get to, such and such, and they grilling me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? And then they calling managers, they calling supervisors. Now I'm scared. Don't know if the supervisors going to dub this shit or not. Most likely that's how I think. But they came over. Everything was okay. But it wasn't okay because I had to pay $220. Didn't even have the whole $220 on me. So that was an issue. And I'm like, damn, I'm thinking I'm going to go to registration. Going to be like 80 something bucks. My stupid ass should have known better. I should have looked at my Toyota registration receipt, because that shit was $290. So I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know what I was thinking this. You know what I mean? I forgot. You know what I mean? Because I had a Toyota for about a couple of months, so I forgot anything about registration. So you know what I mean? I hop in. You know what I mean? I go in there. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? It's Sunday. It's just late too. It's like 5 o'clock. This old man is playing games with me. He's like I say, grilling me, taking time. He's new, but he's trying to do it right. So this is what made it the devil, you know what I mean, reach. This is how I knew the devil was playing his reach, because this nigga was new. He was old man and he was new. And this nigga was fucking Spanish, probably playing games with me. Not to say there's no relationship between Spanish and black people, but I'm just saying though, like, he was really grilling me, you know what I mean? Really on some, yo, what's the car, what's the title, where's it from, and asking silly dumbass questions that you can clearly see right there, you know what I'm saying? Everything is right there, just trying to make everything perfect. Like, yo, what status did, was it, like, just too much asking dumb shit. It was just too much, you know what I mean? Like, nigga didn't even know how to count, you know what I mean? Like, I get this nigga $225. The fucking car was $222. He didn't know how to fucking take a $5 bill and give me $3 off of $2. So I'm like, yo, bro, like, damn, you really that lost, bro? You taking $3? You gotta count each bill? Like, he's really playing with me. You know, I'm laughing and shit, but he don't really know. Like, I will punch the shit out this nigga. Like, I will fuck him up. You know what I mean? But I'm laughing and shit. I'm really laughing because I know the devil is playing with me. This niggas think it's funny. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna laugh at all of this shit right now, because I'm ready to punch this nigga through the fucking ceiling. My girl is acting stupid, you know what I mean, because she think I'm on her about, you know what I mean, saying that these niggas stereotyping me. But I'm trying to get her to understand, like, this is what you put on my brain. You said these niggas are stereotyping me, and now I'm feeling like they stereotyping me. So now I'm getting on some aggressive shit. I'm telling Holmes, like, yo, what's the problem? Like, you on this, like, what are we gonna do here? Like, you gonna do it or what? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting a little more aggressive. Before I was being cool, I was being nice. Wasn't being treated right. That's a nice rhyme. You know what I mean? Being cool, too nice, wasn't being treated right. Soon as I get aggressive, that's when niggas get all emotional and all, oh, okay, you know what I mean? We want to do things your way. You know what I'm saying? On some bitch shit. You know what I mean? I get aggressive. This other bitch come over, say what she say. You know what I mean? And things go smooth now. You know what I mean? Things are going smooth now. Now we get to the car being $220, you know what I mean? I go get the money. I'm like, listen, I'll be right back. I go get the money. I go around the corner. I go get the money. I come back. Now he need the title again. He need this again. He need this again. Like, it just was back and forth. I had to leave out. Then when I leave out, security bugging. Like, I told security, like, yo, I'm going to the car. I'm going to grab him this. He like, all right. I come back. He like, yo, you need this. I'm like, yo, my man, I just said. Like, you know, in DMV, they be playing hard. So it's like some crazy shit. So I'm like, yo, you gonna get out my way, man. You see me just coming. You just see it's another old man. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, these old niggas is playing. So I just, you know what I mean? So I kind of, like, some bitch came behind me and he kind of distracted the old man. So he was kind of talking to the lady. So, you know, he like, all right. So I'm like, yo, and he kind of just let me go. So I'm like, yo, what's up? And he kind of just let me go. So I go through the door, you know what I mean? Sookie over there standing by the line. I get son this. Now I gotta get the money. We go out. I go get the money. I come back. Sookie in the car. Now I gotta get the fucking ticket receipt. This nigga was playing games. He wanted me to go back to get the ID receipt. I mean, the like, when they come in, you gotta get a number that they pull up on the motherfucking screen. So I had to go back, get the number out of the car. Not only that, I had to go back, get that. I had to go back, get the title. Then I had to go back, get the money. It was just too much going back and forth. for some dumb shit, you know what I mean? So, but I'm already know that this is a test, because if I fail, I won't get the registration. I won't be able to move on and do what I had to do right now, because they just making this shit extremely hard. Not only that, I got into a car crash, you know what I'm saying? I got into a car accident. This is like, I got into a car accident with the car on Edge Koch Bridge in Queens, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm driving down, you know what I'm saying, Edge Koch Bridge. Matter of fact, I'm coming up Edge Koch Bridge. This is, you know what I mean, coming on off, coming out of Long Island City, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of work, you know what I mean? This rain is pouring down. It's the Ida hurricane, you know what I'm saying? Ida hurricane was, you know what I mean, yesterday or day before. I forgot when the hurricane was. Other day, some shit like that. You know what I mean? But last Friday though, or I think the Friday before that, I literally, oh no, it was literally last Friday. Matter of fact, yeah, it was literally last Friday. I got into an accident, you know what I'm saying? My car spinning out of control, crazy. I'm saying, I'm whipping it. I'm probably doing like 30, 40 on that fucking loop though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm trying to get up out of there. I'm accelerating. I'm listening to music. I'm on the phone with my girl, so I'm accelerating. Boom. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like turn the car and shit. Next thing you know, like the car's not turning. Like I'm doing the loops. Like I did the first loop. I mean, I did the first loop good. I'm like, all right, you know, it's no issue. Then I did the second loop. It's like some issue. You know what I'm saying? The car like doing the issue. Then it's like, I think, a third loop. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one more loop or some shit like that. It was the second loop. I just know I'm hitting the loop again. And this time the car is not turning. So I'm like, I noticed that this is a loop. You know what I mean? I gotta turn with the loop. But the car's still going straight and the loop is turning. So I'm like, damn, I'm about to crash into the wall. You know what I mean? I'm calm though, cause I'm like, I think I got this. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like whipping that bitch. I'm turning the wheel all the way. Like, it was crazy. I damn near like on some real movie shit. I didn't even hit the wall. Like, I kind of missed the wall. So like, I didn't hit the wall. So I'm thinking my whole car is about to scrape. This whole car is about to scrape. The whole side of this wall is over. I missed it. I didn't even hit it. So I'm like, oh, I'm whipping it. I whipped it. Boom, out the way. You know what I'm saying? But now the car's going straight forward to the other side of the loop, and it's about to hit the side of the bridge of the wall. So I'm trying to stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop the car now. I'm trying to start the car, but I don't even know. Like, I'm in shock right now because the car's doing some other shit. The car almost hit the wall, but I swerved it. But I'm in shock. So I'm trying to like turn the car, you know what I mean, back in place, but the car is like zooming. I think my foot is still on the gas. I don't even know if I was hitting the, feel me? I don't even know if I was hitting the pedal. I mean, hitting the brake. I think I was hitting the brake. You know what I'm saying? But I had to be, like in my brain, I had to be hitting the brake because I got to do the turns. But the car spun out of control because the wheels is wet. I'm on 2-wheel drive. It's a 4-wheel drive, but I'm on 2-wheel drive, and I should have been on 4-wheel drive. None of this shit would have happened. But plus my tires was fucked up. You know what I mean? So it was just, all 4 of my tires was not even in the right place. So the car's wiggling. You know what I mean? I get it in order. I hit the bridge wall. Boom. Now mind you, I'm up there. I'm like probably about 1,000 feet in the sky. And I'm up there, and boom, I hit the wall. And I see the car about to like go over the shit. And I'm like, I hit the shit in reverse. Boom, immediately. And I back out. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped the car right there as soon as it back up a little bit. I ain't even try to like go far. Like, I just stopped immediately. Boom. I stopped the car and I just stuck there for a second. I'm like, damn, I crashed. So I'm on the phone with my girl. She like, what? Like, she can't believe this shit. She can't even understand this shit. So I'm like, I crashed. Like, bitch, like, this shit's serious. You know what I mean? I need to call you back. I got my shit together. So I'm thinking about calling my mom and shit. I'm about to call my mom and shit. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to call my mom because I don't want her to freak out. So I'm like, you know what, because I'm okay. Like, I can move my arms, I can move my legs, I can move my fingers. You know what I mean? So the first thing, you know, I'm going to call my mom, like, fuck that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, alright, I don't want to freak out. So I just get in the car. You know what I mean? I look at the front of the car, you know what I mean? And it's raining. I think it's raining, but I'm so in shock right now. I can't even feel the rain. I can't feel nothing. So I'm like, looking at the car is fucked up. I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. I don't even know the car is moving. First thing I say, yo, you gotta see if the car is moving. So you get in the car, I gotta see if it's moving. So I put it's in reverse. I'll back it up, and you know what I mean. I turn the car. And I sit there for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm just thinking like, damn, should I get up out of here? I call my girl, she called me, and she like, yo, what you doing? Like, you calling the Uber? I'm like, I ain't calling the Uber. You know what I mean? I'm started moving the car, so you know what I mean. I started driving that shit home. Then I drove that shit to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And parked that bitch. Came upstairs. I told my aunt as soon as I got in the crib, I'm like, yo, auntie, I crashed. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I just went to my room, chill. You know what I mean? I went and got my daughter. I think I went and picked up my daughter and my girl after I just crashed and all that shit. You know what I mean? My whole alignment is fucked up. My wheels fucked up. Driving with a crazy car. You know what I'm saying? But I went and got that shit fixed immediately. You know what I mean? And I got the parts for the car, so all that shit got fixed immediately. But this shit was crazy. You know what I mean? I'm still in pain now. Doctors calling me. Gotta go to hospitals and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's real dangerous being in cars, and it's crazy. I was calling my pops, and you know what I mean? He like, yo, you gotta go home. You gotta get off the road. You know what I mean? So if I tell my pops about the crash, he definitely gonna be like, you can't drive, so I don't want you driving. Even though I'm a grown, I'm gonna drive, but I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear my dad's mouth talking about this, that. I told you, son, and all this shit. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't even tell my dad or my mom until like later. Then I told my mom and shit. But that was when I already like got everything pretty much under control. You know what I'm saying? But is the Suki Dilla show coming back out? Yeah, definitely the Suki Dilla show is coming back out. I would say, you know what I mean? But I just think we're moving on to something better. It's a better chapter, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's coming back out for sure. Excuse me. That's my girl texting me right now. Suki texting me now. But yeah, it's coming back out for sure. Oh well, yeah. See that's just some different shit. You know what I mean? Like when you're in a relationship, sometimes you go through problems. Things you go up and down. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? Like if you doing a business together, like say if you marry and you get into a business together, you know what I'm saying, and you get a divorce or y'all get angry at each other and y'all doing a family business, you know what I'm saying, but one person don't want to see the other person for whatever reason, they might take off and lead the business. So now you lead the business with such and such, such and such got to pick up the other side of the business, you know what I mean? So that becomes an issue, you know what I'm saying, when you got to pick up the other side of the business, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. I'm gonna just do me. I'm gonna take care of the business, but I can't take care of your part. So I gotta change the whole business around where it's suitable for me to take care of the business. You know what I'm saying? Still move the business how it's supposed to be moving. You know what I'm saying? But like the whole point of you being in that seat was because you was moving how you was supposed to be moving for the shit to move how it moved. You know what I'm saying? But if you no longer in that seat, I can't play my seat and your seat at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could, but it just don't make sense because that was your seat, that was your job. So it doesn't make sense to play both seats at the same time when I could just I can just rearrange the whole thing where, and why could you remove the seat, you know what I mean, and keep one seat there, you know what I mean? I'm good with this one seat where I'm at, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Of course the show's definitely gonna come back out. Of course the Suki Dilla show gonna come back out, but you know what I mean, as far as the videos coming down, that's just how it had to be. You know what I'm saying? Like the videos came down. The videos didn't even have to come down because I put a lot of work putting up those videos and shit like that. So they really didn't have to come down, but they came down out of respect, out of love for my partner. You know what I'm saying? Because my partner was uncomfortable at what we was doing and with the situation we was in. So with my partner being uncomfortable, I'm gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna respect their wishes. You know what I'm saying? They say take it down, I'm gonna take it down. So you know what I mean? That's just what happened. You know what I mean? Suki asked me to take it down, I took it down, and that was what it was. You feel me? So I just kept moving on my part. Like I said, you know what I mean? You can't just do what you want to do all the time. Even though I could have just been like, nah, I'm not taking it down. We worked so hard for this. This is what we did. You know what I mean? I paid for this. It was a whole lot that went into that. You know what I mean? But when you're in a relationship, you know what I mean, especially dealing with females, it's just better to just move, let them, you know what I mean, do whatever the fuck, you know what I mean. Like if you was living with the female or you had driving her car, just and she said give it back, get out, just give it back, get out. You know what I'm saying? Don't even get crazy. You know what I mean? Don't, just because you put thousands of dollars into it and pay her bills and shit like that, don't mean, you know what I mean, that you have a right to take her shit. You know what I mean? If it's her shit, especially in a relationship, because these females don't play right. They call cops, they do this, they do that. You know what I mean? But if it wasn't like that, bitch, I put all this money into this. I don't have to take this down. I don't have to give you back the keys to the car or the keys to the crib because I pay for all this. But that's in another world that we don't live in right now. But the world we live in is, nigga, get the fuck out of it. Just do you, move on. That's how you overcome. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Yeah, relationships and connections. Oh, blow my nose. Yeah, relationships, connections. Those are real. I mean, those go hand in hand for sure. Definitely connections. You gotta have connections to even make a good relationship with somebody. Definitely, but you could definitely break those down into two different beings, two different entities of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a purple pill guy, you know what I'm saying? Building relationships, what in the business world, you know what I mean? It's definitely called connections. You know, building a relationship in the dating world is just relationships. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can, I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, you can come across a girl who's owning this, owning that, or come across a guy owning that, and you could fuck him, fuck her, and they could put you in a good position. You know what I mean? So we could call that a connection too. You know what I mean? But I think, like I said, connections is more like for the business world, and you know what I'm saying, for that type of connections, like, you know, relationship connections, that's just relationship connections. You know what I'm saying? You connected with that person automatically. You know what I'm saying? So if they do love you, they do want to do right by you. 9 times out of 10, if you have a strong connection with somebody in that you're in a relationship with, they're trying to help you succeed. You know what I mean? Not trying to take from you or stress you out or make you mad, or, you know what I mean, for the most part. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, trying to uplift and build. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is Dilla's Room, episode 29 or something like that. I ain't gonna say, I don't even know what episode it is, but you know what I mean, we coming out. You know what I mean? So Dilla.